All right, let's see. Lantern Mirror and opponents on the black-green version. Um, it seems not to be that. It's almost exactly the same hand. It looks like almost. Um, yeah. Mole again. Yeah, this is much better. I think, at least. Yeah. Yep. And I think taking the bell is the correct one here. Yeah. Yep. This is awesome. That spyglass from the top. So now I can name Bell, and I'm the only one with Millrock active. And I think I probably should have played that lantern as well. I just totally forgot. Yeah, there we go. So now I can control my opponent's top decks. Unfortunately, I really, really need to not let my opponent have that ruins. But that means that they get a shredder. Or a surgical, rather. Yep, gotta mill that too. I'd rather be able to use the shredder on myself here, but I think I probably should have used the bobble as well to draw an extra card. Yeah. Shuffles themselves real quick. And there's a bridge. So things are still looking okay for me. And I'm starting to just top deck land after land. This is no good. Draw an extra lantern, so that's good. You know, trying to get there. And the opponent's main decking Leylines here. So now I gotta get rid of that. I think I might have misplayed here. I think I should have named or put this on 4 instead of 1, just in case. I was just afraid that my opponent might be able to top deck some crazy stuff. So yeah, if I put it on 4, then I'd be able to safely let my opponent draw the ley line. Yep. Now, unfortunately, there we go. So I need the stirrings and grab something to get rid of the fair as well. I do not get a mill rock. It's like, son of a. Okay, and I'm able to shuffle away that Inventor's Fair instead. Try to draw an extra card, draw lands. And again, I really wish I'd put this on 4 because I'd be able to just safely let my opponent draw this. I thought this was somebody else that I know from Reddit because of I know somebody else who runs 4 Leylines and then Revival. So doing okay. I have to get rid of that. And then unfortunately they have another needle on top. So I make them shuffle. Top card's a bridge. So things are still okay. And now I have to get rid of that, unfortunately. The next one is a fair. I probably should have. Well, if I had a lantern here, my opponent can surgical my lanterns, and I'd be done. No more lanterns at all. So I figure the worst case scenario is that my opponent runs Crucible or something, and they can somehow get a Ghost Quarters or get Academy Ruins back. And I'm hoping that I can just get back or get a Needle or a Whir to stop that. Yep. Yeah, and they do have a crucible. But what that also means is they're able to do Inventor's Fair over and over and over. So things are getting rough. I probably should have kept that to get rid of the surgical. Yeah. So now opponent has a shredder. So that's where it starts going downhill. Yeah. I do X equals 4 to try to get a Witchbane orb to shut off the shredders. Yeah. Now it might have been better to Witchbane for my needle instead to stop Inventor's Fair. But I don't mill that because they can get back anyways. There's no point. Yeah. I do the Darius and Life to try to get rid of that surgical. Which I do. So things are still okay here. Now I let the opponent do the Pixis because that's both of us and they're lower on cards. So as long as I can keep doing Shredder and my opponent can't target me, I'm good. That's the way I see it. Yep. Yeah. So opponent's not doing bad here. I can still, at this point though, I can still pop my engineered explosives to try to wipe out if they are able to, take care of all my stuff. Yeah. And not setting it at 4 means that my orb can stay in play now. And I do have to get rid of that. Unfortunately, now they're able to sack their shredder to get it back. Yeah, that's poopy. But I mean, they kill my explosives first. Yeah, I let my opponent do the needle. Because I figure if they'll probably needle this, and then even then they're still stuck on Pixis, and I eventually have a Pixis as well, and they have fewer cards in library. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, they're able to get rid of that, so now they also have a bell. But again, it's equal. So, and they still have fewer cards in library. I mean, Ruins really helps them, but and yeah, Shredder's named. So all I'm relying here are my lanterns. I figure the best they can do is try to name lantern here. So I try to shuffle away. Yeah. And so I still have more cards in the library. So I just need to some number of where are my other needle. I think my other needle is still in there. Yeah. Or spyglass or whatever. Yeah, so I don't lose quite yet. I still have almost twice as many, a little over twice as many cards as my opponent. And my chance here is to get a whir or my needle, and I have two whirs and a needle. So there's a slight chance, and a ruins, I believe. No, my ruins is gone. So I have a slight chance here, and I still have a Pixis in there somewhere. So there's Pixis. There goes a whir. So I have whir, Pixis. I believe I have decay in there. Nope, there's the fourth whir. There's decay. So there's Pixis or needle. Is my only hope. And at this point, yeah, I'm pretty sure the opponent has it. Yeah. Oh well. So it was a very, very close game. I just needed a certain series of top decks. So I do think that maybe not setting the explosives to 4 was probably a mistake, because if I had, then I would have been able to let my opponent draw all of these and it would have been okay. So, oh well. Because then it would have been fewer cards I got to keep my opponent off of.